which is fight people on that entry. Don't let people into admin. Don't let them into CEO. And that's the first step. So I don't think M80 is really looking to let Wildcard
are up there in the standings right now, fighting in and around. We've got M80 at that 4th. Wildcard, I feel like they've got a lot more to show us. And I don't feel like you can look at the leaderboard and go, yeah, lineup screams a CEO window take. It isn't going to be as simple as that. There's a lot of need for a bit of burn going on here. But we can see Baby Shark with that adrenal stim ready to get himself sent through.
Spiker fighting Gunner tucked inside of that cubby window as Baby Shark flies into the site opposite the diffuser. As Bay looking to put this down inside of the A site. Baby Shark desperately trying to find an angle, but instead it's diffuser and hot and cold on both sides of the site, dueling with different members of Wildcard and both coming away the victors. One head spotted by Kansan. Not only the most reliable player for Wildcard, but top 10 player in the league. The only one for Wildcard to have such a statistic. Yet him and Bay, they're going to need to be the ones to bring back round number 1. But with both losing their life, suffocated by the toxic canister, they will lose it completely, and Kansan put on death's door by that toxic gas. Running out of options. Very little room to breathe inside of Long Desk. And everybody from M80 does exactly what they need to do. Reset, hold your angles, don't give Kansan any opening whatsoever as round 1 goes to M80.
I think Kansan...
Against Shopify yesterday, he's only 0-1 now in opening engagements, but he's 0-2 overall. Baby Shark, number 2 on our list of players to watch who need to step in. Kino waits passively on those yellow stairs. Another one triggered as the player in connector just keeps taking those air jabs down. Not going to get punished for it. Kino just coming out of that blind will find 1. 2 kills might go Wildcard's way, but because that advantage established early on and now compounded by Diffuser, Wildcard having struggled.
Very unlikely that 3 kills are going to get found.
I mean, M80 have just completely vacated the site. They're not even there. One guy's in basement. That's completely stuck. Wildcard are not pushing forward whatsoever as 10 seconds, another wasted by that smoke. Gunner goes for the peak, but good cutoff by Bay. Able to cut down the pulse as he pushes forward. Kino now in a really tricky spot. Peeks again, will find 1. Should be advantage Wildcard as Dash will pick up his first kill of the game.
Any Vulcan canisters that still remain.
Wall's still electrified.
That's still electrified. That's going to be difficult now to get done, especially with Diffuser getting that kill onto Dash. A C4 over the top. Bay securing his 2nd kill on the round. Now, a rapid retreat down those spiral stairs and an angle being held onto yellow. That breach hasn't been opened and isn't going to be off the back of Bay. Maybe a triple will be enough.
And Bay's holding that cutoff. Really thankful you decided to hold that position. Otherwise, it could have gotten really hairy without...
Through that F-nap, gets himself into connector. Ooh. Well, he's going to get Shumika and maybe even burnt alive.
There you go. Great work. Absolutely clinical work from Hot and Cold right there. I mean, Ollie, they're just playing further back. It's the exact same play, essentially, as the previous CEO round. Don't take any gunfights, really, if you don't need to. Hold your far angles. Use utility if you can. Kino, who's been basically tangling with the players on yellow stairs for the past minute and a half, just now gets a kill with 40 seconds left. Swings the shotgun. He snipes Bay across yellow stairs. And Wildcard, similar to all of these rounds, have put themselves in a neat little box for M80, wrapped themselves up in one section of the map, and made themselves cannon fodder for the guns of M80's defensive lineup. A 3K for Kino, 1 with the SMG-12, and make wall on the first floor, allow Dash straight into Piano. One player sitting behind it. The castle will suddenly meet the face of that shield. Blinded, will back up very quickly as a duel to the death inside of Piano. It's not actually the first kill acquired by Dash. Gavini's able to find 1, but the next 2, no, he just sprints under the vertical hole. Gavini's still up there, a bit poor situation. Rotate all the way back. Good find for Bay right there. That could have disrupted everything. Ash Charge goes out and Kansan sails right on past it. Close angle held by Kino, but he's decimated by the R4C. No 4K this time. No luck with that shotgun as Kansan with Diffuser takes full control of the site. Diffuser losing health to that track stinger. So low, ripe for the taking for Baby Shark. As with Bay cutting down Gavini, only 1 bullet's necessary for Wildcard. By Bay, confirming again he is inside of lobby. But how are we going to activate from this? How are we going to push forward? As M80 are just holding all these vertical cutoffs. The moment that Wildcard push forward, Gunner can cut them down. Gavini can contest. Kansan will pick up 1 to make it a 4v4, but the advantage is immediately reacquired by M80 as more key operators go down. Kansan, one of the highest rated players in the league and usually one of the only signs of life for Wildcard, still very much the only one keeping them relevant in round 6.
Very important kill there for Kansan to get. With these vertical angles, they're going to continue to harass the attackers right now. Last-ditch attempt there at throwing some ROUs through, but with the amount of vert that's still available, getting the plant down for Spiker is going to be difficult. He's going to attempt it, but immediately get taken down by Gunnar. You just get the feeling that time is going to do the rest. The diffuser being watched, Gunnar with a triple. That's the round dwindling out of existence here as M80 hold on.
The whole round. That was not a new thing that they did halfway through. And so when Wildcard go for that minute and a half passes, 2 minutes pass, never rotate up, only try to maybe take an isolated 1v1.
Is the time. You need Hotton to get into a good position now to really start bullying some players on this Monty.
Here we go. Diffuser going on in with the diffuser as well. Hot and cold, taking down Baby Shark, taking down Dash 2 on that yellow angle. That's the Tachanka, that's the denial. And the smokes used all the rest early on. There's nothing for Wildcard to do. Just sit back and watch as up 5-2, M80 move elegantly into the post plant. A flawless round within their grasp. Spiker will dome Hot and Cold, pop the Montaigne right by Yellow Stairs. But that is, in all likelihood, impactless as M80 do what they do best in these late round advantages. Pull back, reset, and rub Wildcard's face in the mess that M80 have made. As the first attack will go their way and a 5-2 lead. Checking and aided by that drone. Kino going in for the pinch 2. Hatch right behind him. Will the sentry fall back in time? No, he will not. He gets into that corner. Opens up 2 different segments. The time is getting low for M80. We do have to acknowledge that. Those C4s are going to become more and more powerful. As Bay puts it right on the underside of those boogie drones and makes it a 4v4 at a very, very pivotal moment. Actually, it was a pre-place by Bay. Spiker and Dash both still have theirs, so they could throw one over towards Yellow, detonate this Monty, or dome Hot and Cold as he peeks out from behind the doorway. Kino does have that diffuser, but he's by himself right now. Only support for that vertical holes, and he still finds 1, but not 2. Dash holding on with only 10 seconds remaining. It's even, it's close, but it's just diffuser, and he's fodder for that SMG-12.
Time. Another Dokubi call now to come through, but Dash is holding the close angle. The time isn't looking great again as we enter that final 30 seconds, and look at Dash and the space he's still got upstairs.
Oh, and look at the kill he's just got. Hot and Cold reacts in time. The lone attacker's still on that top floor, but Dash is able to find him. Might be 5 and 9, but he's certainly getting some impactful frags as Baby Shark waiting bottom Yellow will clean things up on the diffuser. I mean, I have spent the whole passing period doing it. I don't know if it's right.
No, this is where you say, like, yeah, sure, bro, just change it up a little bit.
Oh, yeah, sure, bro, just change it up a little bit.
Currently in break and will be allowed to get out, but he's already soaked up a nade. Oh, and a great swing there from Dash, just really catching Gunnar off guard.
Takes this position. I don't know, man. You've got some very useful utility. You got to be real careful here. Because if M80 check this angle, you've just lost 20 Shumika canisters. That would have been...
Deployable shield. That's going to remove a place to hide. Baby Shark thinking about a little bit of a C4, but he's going to get Deimos. Has to run into the mute jammer to cleanse himself, but that mute jammer's a long old way away, and the kills start to come in.
You gotta be kidding me. Just immediately 2 go M80's way as they take full control of the site. Hot and Cold will back off out, and Kino watching that flank with the glass. Not a single stone left unturned or angle uncovered by the attack. As this round seemed dead even neutral between the two. And then, in a blink of an eye, it flies M80's way. Spiker so far out of position. He might be able to take down Hot and Cold with that toxic canister, but both his remaining utility goes wide as the Deimos puts that diffuser down without a single bit of his remaining. Using a spiral at the moment, but the TCSG might notice it. He peeks around the corner. Gavini wins the fight, but the jig is up. M80 have been spotted by this defense, and Baby Shark will stop any further aggression by this attack. He's put to 1 HP, but he's
work this vert a little bit, I guess. Hot and Cold's got some breaching charges, but realistically, this is a hatch drop and a Yellow Stairs push. Very likely that C4 should land and will. Diffuser sent down. Man count advantage now in the final few seconds for Wildcard.
Man advantage and then some. I mean, Ollie, the moment that rush didn't work out, the thing I was thinking was, well, what do you do now? Where do you go? No hard breach, no verdict. Cold still has one, but none of these defenders upstairs have fallen. Kino will take a lot of damage as M80 have found their way into sight. Air jab around the corner, but Bay on Overwatch will take one down. It's still even. 4v4, but two M80 players are on such low HP as Hot and Cold has to pull back. That initial gambit, that initial play into the site didn't work out, so the last call goes, and with Ace covering prone just behind him, tries to put the diffuser down again. Where are these vertical angles? Where's the coverage? Gunner falls, but the diffuser goes down successfully. Still two players, oh so low for M80. Ripe for the taking for Wildcard on this defense, but Dash, in a key moment, he'll fall on the hatch to the player inside of Art. Wildcard need to find a way down to the bottom floor. 22 seconds before that diffuser is beyond the pale. How are they going to find it? How are they going to play together? M80 have pulled back and reset. You can't catch them off guard anymore. They've suddenly snuck their way in and might snatch even a single point in the standings away from Wildcard's grasp. Only 5 seconds remaining, and M80 have cut them down. Baby Shark on the defuse, the last one standing. Baptized and educated yesterday, but in remedial.